Everybody has seen an alien movie at least once. If you haven't, you're doing something wrong. After watching one of these movies, you've probably thought, are there really aliens out there? What would they be like? And where even are they? And that is what I will be trying to answer in this video. Now, when we search for life, there are a few things scientists look out for. Life requires a specific temperature. For example, Mercury and Venus are too close to the Sun, and thus too hot to have life. Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune are all too far away and too cold for life. Earth is the perfect spot to have an acceptable temperature. Out of the possible trillions of planets out there, and only 0.1% were habitable, then there should be at least 1 million habitable planets just in the Milky Way. So why haven't we found any life? Well, we have only found about 2,000 habitable planets, and while that may sound like a lot, it doesn't come close to the 1 million number from earlier. And in all these planets, we have found no multicelled organisms, no animals, let alone intelligent civilization. So, let's start smaller. We have found microorganisms in one of Jupiter's moons, Europa. This small moon is made of ice, but scientists believe that underneath is water filled with microbes. NASA want to send a robot to Europa to break through the ice and explore and examine what lies below. There are other similar instances like this, less close to home, but instead, let's go further. Most required elements for life, water, energy, etc., seem to be everywhere. What's absent is existent in multicell life, but we may be too late to see it. Let's talk about Mars. The Soviets landed machines on Mars first in 1971. One of them crashed, but the second one worked. It did things there for a year. The purpose of the rover was unclear. These rovers were kept hidden for 20 years and were revealed to have existed in 1990. More public was the USA's Mariner 9, which didn't actually land on Mars, but only went into orbit. Still, it still collected far more info than the first rover. When NASA launched Curiosity rover in 2011, they didn't have much to go off of about life on Mars except for evidence of a few old rivers from Mariner 9. However, they were far more successful than they thought. They were able to successfully touch down on Mars and discovered evidence of an ancient lake. They sent a follow-up rover, Perseverance, which landed recently, to collect samples of Mars rocks to study. Here is all the satellites and rovers on Mars right now. This is, however, sped up by a ton. We now know that Mars was once very wet and had an ocean that made up 20% of the planet, and the possibility that there was once life on Mars is higher than ever. We just need more data and more samples to be sure. Then again, if the chances of life on Mars are high, the chance of life on planets beyond our solar system is even higher. Also, check out this link for some cool pictures of Mars, which will also be in the description. But when it comes to alien civilizations and alien life, we need to go into a less factual and more theory realm. Nobody really knows where aliens are. Some people think that the universe was only recently habitable and was too hostile for life before. It's possible that there are barriers that a civilization will have to get over, but inevitably fail. There could be an ancient civilization that keeps track of and eliminates civilizations when they become too advanced. We could be alone. We have no way of knowing. So when it comes to answering my question of, is there intelligent life out there, I can't and most likely never will be able to fully say yes or no.